Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. This will probably be the last video for the week. So about 2 o'clock, the 9th, Tuesday, about 74 degrees. Batteries are all nice and charged up there. Alright, what am I up to? I'm kind of shopping the Hoard, trying to come up with the parts needed to put this front end together. And as I'm doing that, I found the second hub I need to put this Yamaha front end together. So those go there. So I got the Yamaha front end, but now I'm thinking out loud about getting this thing closer to stock. Yeah, I know I'm crazy about making everything stock, but just give me a moment here. So I have the wheel. And let's say, for both fronts, I say to heck with the brakes. So I have the front, let's call this the hub. I have the front hub, right? I got a ball joint that's not great, but it's still there, right? I got the front shock. I have the, rack and pinion tie rod end. So it looks like all I'm missing to minimally put this front end together. I'm not saying, let's do it 100% right. After all, I'm thinking of turning this into a rat rod. All I really need is this knuckle. Right? You guys could see that. All I need is this piece. Right? So if I have this piece, I come off the strut to this piece. This piece all bolts on, right? I'm not missing anything. To heck with the brakes. I might leave them here just for a laugh. And if I hook them up, it'll be interesting. You stand on the brakes. One front wheel locks and the other one just freewheels. But let's say I say the heck with the backing plate and all, and I just put the wheel on. So if I do that, now I'm to the point where this is sitting here, right? And so this is sitting out here, and it's all ready for a wheel to go on. Now, this bike didn't come with that wheel. This bike came with this wheel. Or it didn't come with this wheel, actually. That's off a 200X. I put air in the tires, and that one seems to be holding. The front one, though it's baldy being there, I mean that thing is a bowling ball, seems to be holding. This one back here, not holding so much. So now I need two wheels. I poked around up in the garage. None of my Honda wheels seem to fit. The size is 22, 11, 10. And the problem is the 10. I need something big enough that that'll fit in the hole. And I was just walking through here, and I noticed the old wheel for the Mojave. They should be on that Mojave over there. And I'm looking at these, and I'm pretty sure they're the right size. Now I'm going to be looking for a tape measure. I own 1,000 of them, and there probably isn't one within 100 miles. Oh, really crappy tape measure. Let's upgrade. There we go. Excuse the poor camera work. So these guys, really crappy camera work. Outside to outside, let's call them 4. And this is not 4. I'm going to try not to drop that on my foot. That one looks bigger. Strange. Anyway, so at this point all I really need is a front tire and I'm all good. Yeah, I'm just trying to see what I got to do to get this thing moving enough to finish troubleshooting. To make the list, it starts, and it appears as if the electrical and the ignition and the 12-volt system are there. So that's a big plus. What do I have left? If I have ignition and I have compression and I have it starts, that means I have a basic engine, and it appeared to be firing on both cylinders. So I have a basic engine that's intact. I have obviously the ignition system is intact. I have to rebuild the carbs. No big deal. I can do that without too much trouble, and they don't appear to be in that bad a shape. So rebuild the carbs. I have to get a front wheel on that thing with the front suspension. So I got to look into getting that knuckle. If I could get the passenger side knuckle, that moves that down the path really fairly quickly, fairly well. Then I got the radiator system, and I was thinking about, I think up in that corner up there somewhere there is a radiator. So I gotta fish that out and see what's going on with it. That's off of Kawasaki. Or I can pull, actually I don't need to pull this one, the spare one was up there. So that's a Kawasaki radiator. It's a little small, but we'll see what kind of shape it's in, if it'll hold water and so forth. So that gives me a radiator. Then what I have to do is obviously get the tires, get all 4 tires up and holding air, and then go through the drive system. You guys heard that sound. Hopefully that sound is not a really bad sound, like, oh great, you have a running engine and you're screwed. So anyhow, we're getting there. Alright folks, live, love, and have a great time. We'll call this video Shopping the Hoard for the mule, for mule parts. And anyway, we'll catch you on the next episode. In the meantime, remember, tires down, handlebars up, live, love, and have a great time.